Basically, my work is driven by the energy I've accumulated over the years, ever since I've been conscious of what is going on, since I've been conscious of my surroundings. To me, there has always been technology around. I know how to cross a street, a sidewalk. I know how to avoid a car or a bus passing by. The technique I use to get around in a city says a lot about me, and that's what I use in my work psychologically and visually. I first make sketches to familiarize myself with the form. The form is very important for me because it's like when you create the canvas into an architecture, you have to shape it out first. So when I'm happy with the form, then I think of the content. The content can be about politics, can be about music, can be about my environment. I find material that can speak of that, material that has enough power aesthetically, visually to move me toward combining and making them happen and to have fun with it. My way of falling in love with Europe and America was through music, being interested in learning more about peace and love through songs, through contests, through protests, but mainly wrapped around music. I understood that what I loved the most was here in the US, and that what I was conscious of the most was in Africa. And the way I was kind of pushed into other life was in Europe. So I wanted to look around and find what responded to me in a better way aesthetically. So I got to learn about New York as a city and the artistic movement there. So that led me to know about music, cities, urban aesthetic, urban life, especially how I manage all of those elements to make my art, to make my work. Like the use of fabric, the use of color, mostly came from Africa. The music mostly is from here because I love it. And the thoughts and the ideas are mainly Eurocentric. I have a visual history with vinyl because when I was a teenager, I didn't have money to buy music. I wanted to buy it, but when I did, I couldn't. Because it was, something you're not going to have around. It was too personal. So my way to connect with Mick Jagger, Jimi Hendrix, or Iggy Pop was to go to record store and look at the records. Sometimes I asked someone to play that for me. I used to go and look at this picture of Iggy Pop and hear the music. So it's how I kind of translate that. Vinyl is like print, it's printed material. To me, music is life, and life is music. I try to make my life happen with a soundtrack. And I always think of a playlist when I make art. We live in a world of new technologies, extreme technologies, and multimedia, multitasking. For example, if you watch CNN or any other TV channel, you'll see like 3 screens. So that's sampling, that's mixing, and it's happening with music. Like we are taking jazz music and mixing it with rock and roll and making new way of hearing music. We are taking African drums, mixing it with harp, trumpet, or any other instrument to make new generations of sound. So to me, I also use that to make art, to make visuals. I think it's about making, feeling the energy and the need to make new visuals, to recreate the world, to recreate the conversations, and extend that into whatever that's out there.